Welcome back, everyone, to part two, the first part, document two, the first part of the writer's craft, the critic's craft. That's us. For the second part of today's lesson, we're going to be talking about or exploring the ideas of ambiguity and emphasis. Sometimes poets like to be ambiguous, they don't like to clearly state their ideas, they want to, if you will, challenge the readers to discover them. So considering the chart above, right, the chart in the table here, the critic's craft chart, we're going to look for ambiguity. And one of the best poets to challenge our skills in unraveling ambiguity is Emily Dickinson. So we're going to read one of her poems here. None of her poems have titles. So this is a poem that the first title, the first line would be the title, is called It's All I Have to Bring Today. So, excuse me. It's all I have to bring today. This and my heart beside. This and my heart and all the fields and all the meadows wide. Be sure you count, should I forget. Someone the sum could tell. This and my heart and all the bees which in the clover dwell. Huh? So that's ambiguity. Um, Look at the critics chart above, the critics craft chart above. Try to think of answers, read it more than once, and then answer. There's just these two questions here. What words in the poem create ambiguity? What are the possible interpretations of those words? So, to create ambiguity, you have words that could be read or heard differently. Someone the sum could tell. Look at that line. There's two sums. They're homonyms, right? But when you hear it, are they? Think about things like that. Second one, lines from Hamlet. For emphasis, right? Writers will use repetitions and alliterations, phrases and sounds for emphasis. So from here in this scene, Hamlet, the ghost of Hamlet's father, is telling him of his death at the hand of his brother, Hamlet's uncle. Hamlet. Hear how I said that? Hamlet's uncle. So this is it reads like poetry. It is Shakespeare. We've gone over that. I'm sure you went over that last year. Uh, so the ghost says to Hamlet, "Now Hamlet here, 'tis given out that sleeping in my orchard, a serpent stung me. So the whole ear of Denmark is, by forged process of my death, rankly abused. But know thou, noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown." I know you're thinking, hey, gee, that sounds an awful lot like the Lion King. Yep. Considering the critic's craft, chart above answer these three questions. What word or phrase is repeated? Your poets repeat things for emphasis. What get the hint? What sound is repeated? How important is the placement of those sounds and words to the overall meaning? Right? Look at what Hamlet's father's ghost is telling Hamlet and what we're supposed to hear. Do your best with that. And